if I've got a guy that is very difficult to break his posture, right, and I can't get him to come down, I'll start attacking one arm, okay? So I'll get my hand over here, I'm gonna get the main arm off of me, right? But a lot of times I'm doing this just to set up this grip, okay? So I wanna get my grip in his collar, all right? So I'm gonna fight this hand off of me, right? I get it here. Now he's gotta worry about my Kimura attacks. He's gotta worry about me sitting up and doing a bump sweep on him, right? But I mainly just wanted this here so that I could get my hand into the back of his collar, all right? Lots of different ways to do it, right? However, that's one of my favorite ways is I'm gonna attack one hand, right? So I'll just attack this hand. That puts your collar close enough for me to start feeding my hand in the collar. All right, so this is the grip that we're looking for. This is where we're gonna start our next set of attacks. Okay, so I've got the collar grip. All right, so the collar grip that I'm looking for, guys, I want my thumb to be behind the ear. My wrist is facing upwards, all right? So that way the bone on the side of my arm is facing the carotid artery, okay? I don't want to be in here with my fist facing the back of his neck, okay? And I don't want to go in here with my thumb, okay? So I want to go in, I'm coming behind the ear. See where my thumb went? Behind the ear, and then I'm going to make like my grip. Boom. All right, as soon as I make my grip, this is where we're going to set up our whole next set of attacks from, okay? It's all from this grip right here. All right, the very first thing I'm gonna do is if he's open like this is my second hand is gonna dive underneath my own wrist, and I'm gonna go straight into the opposite side, all the way into his collar on the other side, okay? And I'm gonna make my second grip. I'm gonna come back to the center. I'm gonna pull him down to my chest, fill my chest up with air, and get my tap, okay? So that's the very first choke that I'm always gonna do. So once I get this grip, he can't get that out, and I can't adjust it, okay? So I'm not gonna adjust this grip, I'm not gonna play with it. Once I get it back there, it stays back there, all right, until I choke this guy, submit him, or sweep him, all right? So this is one of the most dominant grips that you can have when you're in the guard series, all right? So like I said, first hand, it's gonna go in, 4 fingers in, right? The hand's gonna go all the way, I'm gonna punch it all the way to the back. Watch where it hits at the top of the gi right there. All right, that's when I make my fist. All right, now I turn back to the center, I pull both elbows to the floor, and I fill my chest up with air. All right, I'm not even using any muscle when I do that. That's just the technique that's closing around his throat. All right, so one grip, one choke. All right, a lot of times when I go to get this choke right here, he's gonna block that hand. He's not gonna let me get that through. That's okay. Boom, I'm gonna pull him down when he does that. All right, so if I can't get the first choke, I'm going over the top of the collar right here. I'm gonna stick my thumb in right there where I can get it at, okay? And then from here, I'm gonna let him sit up. If he does not sit up, I'll pass over. But let's say he tries to sit up, I pass my arm over and I pull him back down again, okay? So now thumb is in, again, elbows to the floor and finish, okay? So that's the second grip. I go for my first choke, he blocks it, I pull him down. My thumb goes into the back of the collar. Okay, it has to go over far enough so that when he comes up, I can pass my hand over. So I can't be behind his head right here, because now when he goes to pass over, I can't get my hand over his head. Okay, so it's got to be onto the other side, right? That way when he starts to sit up, I can pass my arm over his head, right? If he does not sit up, that second scenario, okay? I'm here, he's staying down, right? I'm just going to cut the angle. So I'm going to spin and then come back again, okay? Drop my elbow down, pull him down, and finish the choke, right? That's choke number 1, that's choke number 2. All the same grip. I haven't moved my grip, I haven't changed my grip. I'm gonna hold on to it for all of these techniques when you're practicing them, okay? Choke number 3, he's postured up, right? He's blocking, and I can't pull him down. I'm gonna take my hand, I'm going to slide it right up my arm. Boom, hit him right in the neck, and grab the collar right there, and pull him back down again, right? It hurts. It sucks. It's the worst one to do to the person, but he's blocking everything else I want to do, so I'm gonna hit him. All right, so I'm gonna slide my hand right up the neck. Boom, once it makes contact, I make my fingers just dig into the gi right where I'm at, and I just pull him back down again. Okay, all right, so 1 grip, 3 chokes. All right, so again, we're gonna set this up. If he's postured up and he's got good posture, that's not gonna cut it. See where my hand is? I've got nothing here, all right? I'm wasting my time. That's the reason why I don't even try to establish it if they've got good posture. I've got to get him to come down to me. Now let's say he's not that smart. He's one of those guys that lays his head down on you. Stick your hand in there while he's laying down on you, right? So if he's doing this, just stick your hand in there. Now when he starts to get up, your hand's already in place, all right? But the way that I'm showing it right now, I'm going to attack that top arm. I'm going to get his hand to the mat. Now he's got to worry about all of this, right? So he's got to worry about my Kimura. He's got to worry about me sitting up for a bump sweep. So while I'm doing that, I'll hold on to the back of his elbow and I'll stick my hand into place. Okay, because he's got to concern himself with what I just did to his arm, putting it on the ground. Right, that's when I get my grip. All right, then go for that first choke. Boom, stick my hand in, bring it back to the center, bring it down. All right, he blocks the first choke. I pull him down. I get my thumb in, pass that hand over, get the second choke. Right, he's blocking and posturing. Right, I'm just gonna slide up here, get a hold of that gi, pull him down. Right, all three of these chokes, fill your chest up with air when you get him down, and your elbows stay into the rib cage. Okay, I don't want to flare. Look, when I'm choking somebody and I do this with my elbows, what happens? My hands go further away from each other. Okay, so I always do this so that my hands go closer together because that's where his neck is. Okay, so don't try to flare your elbows. Just try to finish these chokes. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.